how do you help this person not worry about what other people think when that's so prevalent these days, when we compare ourselves all the time? Like,
Well, it's interesting because when you put your stuff out, I look at it and I think it's law of attraction and it's all mental mindset. So if you want to loop back, I mean, it's golf. It's all about mental mindset. And it's this that in every, I think you can in everything you do. So you can either concentrate on the negative or concentrate on the positive, and that will be your reality.
yeah,
100%.
yeah,
And it's no mistake that that's what leaped out to me on your new literature that you wrote.
yeah,
And I mean, it just leaped right off the page. It's what you think that matters. And time and time again, I am shown that every single day. And I feel like it also happens if I'm thinking about someone and then they'll call. I mean, how many times has that happened to you?
yeah,
Probably lots.
absolutely.
Or, yesterday I was thinking about one of my old board members, and I just wanted to reach out. And then I was walking because Sugar, our dog, and I walk Dave to work every day. We walk him to Warner Brothers, and I just saw the top of the head, and I went, James, and it was James. It was him. I haven't seen him in 4 years, 5 years, easily, and it was him.
Yeah,
I mean, what are the chances?
yeah,
And that's how powerful your thoughts are. The way it was explained to me, and again, not to go too far down the rabbit hole, but the way, that saying, be mindful of your thoughts.
yeah,
Well, it's also so you're being thoughtful, but to me, it's like a radio wave, right? Okay, so the way a radio wave works in the real world, it was explained to me. I'm not an engineer or scientist,
yeah,
but let's say this is the radio wave starting out, and then it broadcasts out, okay? And then it goes to everywhere it's going to go, and then it bounces right back. So that's why it comes back to you. So when you think, I really think on some level that we're not privy to, your thoughts are like that radio wave. Your thoughts are going out, and then be careful what you wish for, right? That's saying too. And then bam, they're right back to you. It's all comes back to you.
I love what you said about thoughts manifesting, because, I was working with a student of mine who is a professional golfer, and we were talking about these thoughts, and right at the last minute, the thoughts that appear is, oh, like, what if I pull it, or what if I hit it left?
Yeah.
And we had this whole conversation that those triggers, those thoughts are always going to come. They're always going to interrupt our thinking and enter our brain. But we have a choice. That's why I kept asking you about what's the difference between reacting and responding, and that we have a choice, because in that you choose, you acknowledge that you're having these triggers and these thoughts, and it's okay. Just let them come. But then it's like we pause and we focus on what we want to do instead, where we want to go, what we want to envision. And the brain doesn't register the words don't or do not. It just focuses on whatever you're planting your focus on. So if I say, don't hit it left, the brain registers left. It brings up those visuals. It creates stories and narratives. It's like saying, if I were to ask you, Sanderson, I said, whatever you do right now, don't think of a blue elephant, or don't think of sugar. You can think of anything, just don't think of sugar. Right. And it's like, naturally we think of that thing, even though I tell you not to think about it. And that's how our brain works. So when we're standing on the tee box and we're about to hit a shot, and we say, okay, don't hit it in the water, the visuals of water just implant in our brain.
Yeah.
So it's okay that we say those things. We just have to replace them and catch ourselves and say, you know what? Okay, if I don't want to hit in the water, where do I want to go instead? What do I want this ball to do? Or where would be the absolute ideal spot for me? What's my target? And a lot of people, we don't necessarily replace it. We get stuck with that visual. Okay, whatever you do, don't mess this one up. Don't hit in the water. Okay, I see my target. I want to go there, but you go right back to don't hit in the water. And that's your last thought before you pull the trigger. And so when you talked about manifesting thoughts and how important it is, I thought that was beautiful because it's so true. It really, what we focus on grows. It becomes our attraction. It becomes our reality and our perception. And so I think that is such good advice.